I know I'm technically doing this before the Xbox conference that's coming out, but even with just the information that's been teased, I legitimately have to ask, why the fuck is this game, Doom Dark Ages, going to be a prequel set before Doom 2016? Okay, so before I continue, I just want to lay a couple of ground rules. Number one, I fucking hate modern Doom. Number two, if you defend Doom 2016 and Doom Eternal in any capacity, I'm just going to assume you're a fanboy, fangirl, or fan everything in between, because we all know how much people love the dick suck Hugo Martin's excellent first-person shooter adventures, even to the point saying that playing inverted on a controller is the only way to go, even though these games were designed for PC first. But I'll digress. And most importantly, number three, the fact that people want to complain about the game possibly coming out on PlayStation. I don't want to hear you babies saying that I'm complaining about nothing when your fucking Bethesda acquisition requisitions did not go exactly as how you wanted it to be. So sit down, shut up, and listen to me rant so you won't be bored for the next X amount of time. Capiche? With my massive disdain of Doom Eternal since the day Animal Crossing, whatever the hell it's called, on Nintendo Switch came out, it actually goes back quite a bit further, actually. Once upon a time, I was really stoked that Doom was making a comeback in the modern gaming era, and while the game itself can prove that you can make a single-player first-person shooter that sells exceedingly well, just look at Metroid Prime if you want a good example, except people don't call it a first-person shooter, they call it a first-person adventure game, which is weird because last I checked, you're still shooting things in first person. Hell, it's not even the best first-person shooter came out during that time period. Time Splitters 2 is. And as unconventional as the game design may be, which is perfectly fine in my book as long as the game is good, and considering people really like the game and still waiting on Metroid Prime 4, you people sure are some really patient motherfuckers. It's still a first-person shooter at the end of the day. I knew a friend way back then who said that this game was just absolute shit. And it's one of the few things I should have taken to regard, because, my god, after having watched good old Soma react to DSP playing horribly, and then having a chance to play it on console because I actually bought the damn thing on PC because I was that stoked, I have to question my life choices and to ask God for forgiveness, because I sure as hell fucking hate this fucking game. And that they made a sequel and I fell for the most obnoxious shit again. Well, it's not exactly a proper abridged telling of how I'm not a fan of these games. It's certainly a start. But what's also startling is that we're gonna get the same bullshit cycle with Doom the Dark Ages again. Remember how people sucked the dick of Hugo Martin saying that Modern Doom is the best game ever, and if you don't like it, you're a young, defiant piece of shit? I sure as hell remember. And all those people who basically defend Modern Doom as if it's the best game ever, except these same people are also going about how id Software should have just done something like Heretic or Hexen or Quake, but you can't, that would go against your philosophy of crapping on Modern Doom, guys. You can't do that. You're not supposed to crap on the game that you dick sucked for fucking 8 years. Or 7, whatever. And the fact that you're going to call id Software out for not making a Hexen, Heretic, or Quake game, that's going against the sacred cow that you're protecting. I think that's fucking funny. But what isn't funny is the premise of Doom the Dark Ages, in that it's going to be taking place before Doom 2016. An even more pointless story setting than actually Doom 3. Which, to those who don't know, Doom 3 is basically a soft reboot of the series, even though it is literally called Doom 3. And yes, I enjoy Doom 3. If you don't like it, that's fine. But don't act like a fanboy about it, and we'll be perfectly fine. Now, why is this a big deal to me? Have you even seen the ending to Doom 2016? Do people even remember the ending to Doom 2016? And do you remember the opening of Doom Eternal? Why the hell do people think that it's okay to get a story setting that is set before Doom 2016. Didn't Doom 64 basically retcon that shit into basically being the true setup to Doom 2016? Why do we need a setup before then? To get some more vague, pointless audio logs that's gonna mean shit? They just do whatever, and people have no wrong with it. It's like when Sakurai on XCOM mentioned that the reason why he doesn't want to have players waste 1 second and people think he's the best thing ever, or whenever people like Scott the Woz talk about anything and people will just sing the praises, or even Markiplier, or whoever the hell popular YouTuber is relevant to the moment. They could just make a noise with their mouth like this, and they'll just clap like it's a Star Wars Rogue One review or some shit. It's amazing. In case you're wondering if we're going to be going on a rampage about this, like it's Retro City Rampage or whatnot, no. Because it's honestly not even worth it. And the fact that this damn premise is set before Doom 2016 is more than enough to tell me that not only will people white knight this game again, like it's the best goddamn game on the planet, and God forbid someone has any iota of criticism of these games, and even trying to give the few breadcrumbs of actual praise, like actually making a single-player first-person shooter actually decent, just not my cup of tea, but, you know, you can't criticize it, because it's Doom, bitches. I'm just not going to be bothered by it unless it's some major build-up or some shit. Like, do people not remember when Mick Gordon got screwed over, or when Bethesda took out Duke Eternal, or anything that they've done as of late? I sure seem to remember all that. I've been there since day one. Granted, not talking about it ad nauseum like everyone else, from Condiments to Midnights to whoever, but it's, I keep my eye on those things. But I have a feeling that this Dark Ages is going to lead us into the darkest cycles of Doom again, and I can't say I'm really going to be bothered by it. Because I'm going to be focusing on other better things. Like playing Slayer's Testament, because that shit is actually a pretty decent demake of modern Doom, but in the Quake engine that's actually better than this horseshite. Or even looking forward to other actual shooters, like the Citadel, and the sequel to said Citadel game, even though it has anime in it, so by default, it means that people who play it .pdf files. Oh wait, I was told it was a ruse cruise, but people think that anyway, so I don't really give a shit if it is a ruse cruise or not. But if you actually think that, you're just honestly retarded, and you should fucking get off the internet and actually look up real issues instead of being harmed by fucking virtual drawings, you fucking shitheads. Ugh. I like to be optimistic sometimes, because I don't like to be a constant negative piece of shit. Even though the Elden Ring Shadow of the Ardtree DLC is coming out soon, and I am sure as shit staying the fuck away from that shit. People could spend their $40 on that crap, I got better things to spend on. Like porn! Okay, I'm just kidding, but still. Okay.